Let me also take this opportunity on behalf of the people of the Northern Cape to greet and to welcome His Excellency, our President Cyril Ramaphosa, and let me also greet all the honorable ministers and deputy ministers that are with us here today. It's for the first time that as the province we hosted so many ministers and deputy ministers. And so we are grateful to have all of you here. The last time we had close number of so many ministers and deputy ministers, it was with the official funeral of Mamitas Pereper. But I took an account of the ministers that we have now here today. It's more than the number that we had last time. So thank you very much to the ministers and deputy ministers for your presence here to our province. Let me also greet my colleagues, members of the Provincial Executive Council. There's mayors of capital of the different districts that are here and which we have invited, and we've also invited mayors from district municipalities so that they can be part and parcel of these very important engagements that will be taking place. Director Generals and Deputy Director General, senior government officials, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you to the Northern Cape. Over the past few days, we have seen deputy ministers as well as ministers engaging the people of this province, and some just exercising oversight over a number of key service delivery points ahead of this engagement. I am certain that you have been able to experience the warmth of the people of this province. Chairperson, the Northern Cape is a beautiful province with the most beautiful skies, the most beautiful sun, the richest earth, and extensive seashore. Each district in the province has its uniqueness that exhibits features of the province's competitive and comparative advantages, such as the Karoo, ocean, arid and semi-arid desert, wide open skies, the green Kalahari, and the rich endowments of a variety of minerals and semi-precious stones. What we have here is a treasure trove of the country. Key aspects of the South African constitutional architecture includes distinctive, interdependent, and interrelated spheres. Each level of government has its own sphere of authority, but they work together to achieve common goals. So we firmly believe with this gathering today, it basically marks practical implementation of this DII principle of having the different spheres of government which are distinctive, interdependent, and interrelated. And that principle is basically underpinned by what we all talk about, cooperative governance, the fact that national, provincial, and local governments collaborate to address issues that requires a coordinated approach. Chairperson, allow me, on behalf of the Northern Cape Provincial Government, pass my appreciation to the President, His Excellency, Mr. Ramaphosa, for this engagement. We view this meeting as an opportunity to address the barriers which are an impediment to economic growth and to align our collective efforts to effect the transformation of the economic fortunes of our province. We've already started with the President with those engagements as we were driving from the airport to the venue. And Honorable President, in 2019, the Sixth Administration articulated a vision to build a modern, growing, and successful province. That's basically our guiding vision here in the province. We all agreed that we are not going to have an unguided drift, where everybody is just going to his or her own direction. So our binding vision is to modernize the Northern Cape. because we can't go to the communities of this province and speak about the fourth industrial revolution if we've not adequately derived the benefits of the third industrial revolution, which is the era of digitalization. The second pillar of the vision is growing the economy. Without growing the economy, we are not going to be able to improve the quality of lives of the people. We are not going to create the much needed job opportunities. Hence, the second pillar of our vision is growing the economy, and the third pillar is to make the province successful, focusing mainly on education and health. There's tremendous positive outcomes on both areas, health and education. And as we will be making the presentation, we'll highlight that about 80% of our budget goes only to these two areas of the work of the provincial government. As I conclude, allow me, Chairperson, to once again thank the President, ministers, and deputy ministers for making time to come to the Northern Cape. When we've got so many ministers and deputy ministers, including the President, we get very excited. Sometimes we feel like a neglected province. We have to reaffirm and in a very militant way assert our existence. But when we are here, we feel very good. We look forward to positive engagements which will result in tangible and concrete solutions to the challenges faced by the people of the Northern Cape. Thank you very much, Chair.